Ay, ay, ay.
Vanessa, get off my back. Vanessa, get off my back.
As you can see, from the video that I played without my face in it, it is not looking good for Sosua. It's not. I'm sorry. I think I want to do this weekly. Uh, get videos of Sosua. So this is the sports bar. This is the famous sports bar. And I don't know who this is or why he's there or what made him go there, but there was just one guy at the sports bar. And I've been to that same sports bar. I've been there. And I know that guy's mad. I know he's upset. Now we're gonna get back to him a little bit later in the video, but this is Sosua. That sports bar was kind of like, I'm not gonna say it's the main place to be, but it's in a central location. It's in a central location where you are going to see everything that's coming through. It's in a central location where um, you are going to be in a high vis area to where if you see something that you like, you're going to be able to grab it, right? You're going to be able to grab it, right? This is Sosua. And let's talk about this guy real quick, right? Let's talk about this guy. I don't know where he's from, right? If I had to guess, New York. No, no disrespect to the guys in New York, but if I had to guess, I'd say New York, right? Here's the thing. Here's my thing, right? He could work there, right? It's a possibility that he works there. There's a possibility that he doesn't. I can't tell. I can't tell. But let's just assume he doesn't work there. Right? Let's just make that assumption because it was one guy in my comment who was like, hey man, I'm still gonna go to Sosua, check it out. If I get online and I see everything that's going on in Sosua, if I get online and I see videos from YouTubers and TikTokers and Facebookers and Instagrammers that's showing Sosua being a dead end zone, personally, personally, guys, personally, I would not go to Sosua. Personally, I would not go to Sosua. I would. I would not go to Sosua. And I don't understand why a lot of you or some of you have decided to say, hey, Sosua's dead. There's nothing going on in Sosua. I can see that from social media. I can see that from the news. I'm going to get on a plane, get an Airbnb or a hotel or a villa, whatever the case may be, and go to Sosua to check it out. Let me repeat that again. I don't understand how you could know this is 2025. There's no shadow of a doubt that there's no possibility that it's popping. There's no chance that when you get there, it's not going to be like the videos, everything that I posted was AI. Excuse me. Passport bros, quote unquote, passport bros. some of you, and I feel some of you are in a position to where you just have to have money and you got to spend it. Some of you are in a position to where you have to go. But if my objective to go places is to enjoy myself, have fun, right? Do what I do, right? Enjoy the scenery, right? Let the scenery enjoy me for sure. But when I look at Sosua, this is not my this when I say fun and enjoyment, this isn't this isn't what I'm talking about. This isn't what I'm talking about. When I say I'm going somewhere to have fun and enjoy myself, this isn't what I'm talking. Look at this. Look at this spot. Look at this one guy here looking crazy. He looks mad. He looks mad. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get back to him later, but he looks mad. He looks upset. But if I'm going somewhere to have, I don't care what country I'm in South America, Europe, Africa, if I'm going somewhere to enjoy myself on a vacation and the streets look like this, the way they look in this video, that's a problem. Let me repeat that. If I am going on vacation somewhere and I look online and the streets look like this, look like the streets leading up to a cemetery, I'm not going there. I'm not. And maybe some of y'all got these non-refundable tickets or whatever the case may be. Even then, what you spend $300, $400, $500. Give me that airline credit to go ahead and take some money off. Give me that airline credit. I am not going. Give me that airline credit. I am not going. If I charge my hotel a non-refundable hotel, non-refundable Airbnb, I'm gonna lock my credit card. Whatever credit card I used on file, I'm gonna lock it. You're not gonna be able to charge it. I'm gonna lock that, and you're gonna be looking crazy like this guy right here. And as I've said in another video, Sosua does have great beaches. Like there's some great seafood, some great restaurants in Sosua. It is. But it's also great restaurants in the States. It's great restaurants in DC. It's great restaurants in Texas. It's great restaurants in North Carolina. It's great restaurants in Colorado, Utah, Montana. It's great restaurants in Cali. It's great restaurants in Miami. It's great restaurants in. You see where I'm going with this? It's great restaurants everywhere. It's great beaches in Miami. If I'm just going somewhere for beaches and food, I can go down to H-Town. I can go to Fort Lauderdale. I can go to Miami. I can go to Carolina. If I'm just going somewhere for beaches and food, I can right we get. I'm gonna get on this short flight. We're here. If I'm going somewhere just for beaches and food, I'm not flying all the way to the DR, and I'm just telling you that right now. Does DR have great beaches and food? Yeah, so does St. Lucia. So does a lot of places. Take this into consideration when you're traveling, guys. Because I don't want you to be looking like this guy right here. Look at him. Look at this guy. He's the only guy on the sports bar with this middle finger up because he's upset. And don't get me wrong, I don't feel bad for this guy. I don't. I'm sorry, I just got some tender swipes in Brazil because that's where I'm going next. Just getting some tender swipes in. I don't feel bad for this guy. I don't. Actually, I hope it gets worse for this guy. I hope it does. Because he was given everything he needed to not get on that plane. He was given all the resources he needed to make the right decision. And he still chose to go. And people have said, hey, Chris keeps flying. The women are going to be on these apps. There's a possibility that some of those women are going to be on the apps. And there's also a possibility that they're going to go to another city. They're going to go to another country. They're going to go somewhere where they're going to make money. Yes, I agree. There's going to be some women on those apps. So I'm not even going to hold you. There's going to be some women on those apps. But I can almost bet that 85% of those women are going to go ahead and get on that bus that's going to take them from Sosúa to Santo Domingo. They're going to get on that bus that's going to take them from Sosúa to Punta Cana. They're going to get on that bus and go anywhere that's not Sosúa. They're going to get in that taxi cab and they're going to go to Puerto Plata, which is right down the street. Not too far. I ain't gonna say right down the street as in Cabarete, but it's not too far. Right? I wouldn't even go to Sosúa with the hopes of just throwing the dating app game. Because let's be honest, you can do that in the States. You can. You can. And I don't want you to be this guy right here. Look at I don't want you to be this guy that's sad and miserable and crying like, man, I seen the videos. I seen people telling me not to go. I seen people showing me what the government's doing, and I'm still going to go. This guy, right? Do I think that Sosua will eventually get back to where it was? I do. I do. I do think Sosua will eventually get back to where it was. Eventually. Eventually. Will it be today? No. Will it be tomorrow? No. But eventually, I feel like Sosua will get back to where it was. Got me this chocolate thing in Brazil. I think eventually, talking to my WhatsApp, I think eventually Sosua will get back to where it was. But who's waiting for Sosua? Who's waiting for Sosua? Because there's a lot of other places to go outside of Sosua. And well, September 1st, right? The video is coming out September 2nd. October, I'm in Brazil, right? I'm there. Like it's written. It is written. It's in the history books. And I'm gonna go back to doing what I used to do before, is do tenders. So y'all can see what they have over there. I used to do that a lot for the trial. Tender. You know, and rate women in Brazil. I'm gonna go back to doing that. But next month I'm going to Brazil. I'm going to Brazil. And I've said to some people in the past, I've been to Brazil before, you know, and when I went, you know, I wasn't really about that. People knowing my mood, you know, I was kind of take some pictures here and there, but I was a little quiet when I was there last time, but this time it's gonna be all noise. But y'all are gonna see. Well, here's the Sosua update. Here's the Sosua update. This is what y'all needed, right? I do not suggest anyone go to Sosua right now. Maybe not even Sosua in 2025. I'm just being honest.